everyone. Hope you're doing well on this beautiful afternoon. I decided I needed to move a little, so I thought you might want to move with me. I talked to someone about doing a beginning yoga video, so I think I'll start with all things brand new. As we start to find our breath here, you can rock front to back, side to side, crossed ankles. Kind of switch which one's in front, maybe the non-habitual one in front, just to change things up a bit. Shrug your shoulders up and down a few times. Maybe one at a time, both shrugging. Cup our knees, lift up away from your pelvis, lifting your chest, shoulders soft, down your back. And close the eyes and just fill up the lungs completely. Exhaling completely, drawing your navel in towards the spine with every exhale. Inhaling completely, exhale. Keeping that length as you draw the belly in. You can find movement here, just lifting your heart as you inhale, looking up. Exhale and round back, creating a C shape with your spine. Inhale. Bring those hands back towards your hips. Exhale, rounding, can be faster or slower. Filling up, taking in as much breath as you can. Exhaling everything out, tucking your chin, your tailbone. Exhale and round. Few more. Feeling your shoulder blades squeezing as you inhale. And exhale, you're spreading them, opening up the back of your heart. One more time. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, back up. Switching that other ankle in front again. Rocking side to side. We'll bring our hands down by our sides and reach up. And just move with the breeze. You can reach out and over your ear, bending into that elbow. Moving side to side. Just feel your side stretch. Pressing the opposite knee down away from your fingertips. Whatever you've been doing, whether you're just waking up or spend a lot of your day sitting, like me, just waking things up again. Side to side, reaching out and over, keeping your chest open. You can look up as you do this. Bend into that bottom arm as much as needed to feel it. And last one on each side. We'll come back up, reaching high, bringing your arms behind us, lift your heart, squeeze those shoulder blades, then lift onto your knees or chins if you like, dropping the head back, shaking it out. Keep the hips down or lift. Sitting back down. Find your sit bones. You can stay here in your seated position, or if you want to sit on your shins, tops of the feet, that can be a good stretch to your ankles. So whichever way feels better. If this feels good, we'll find some twist here. So inhale to sweep up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up and to your left. A little pressure into your outer knee, the back of your mat with your fingertips. Inhale Twisting side to side, engaging, squeezing the belly as you twist, keeping that chin parallel with the floor. Or you can look down a little bit maybe. That gives you a good back of the neck stretch. A few more like this. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you twist. One more time to each side. And reach up, open up, bring those arms behind you again, lift your chest. If you want to lift up those hips, find a back bend here. That can feel good to me right now. It may or may not. Your hands, you're on your fingers or your knuckles as you lift those hips. Drop the head back. Or you can always do this with your hips down. And then walk those hands back in, looking back up. We'll come onto our hands and knees for tabletop. Finding your table. Let's see, I'll try it this way. Hands under your wrists, under your shoulders, knees over your hips as you look up and lengthen, cow pose. Exhale and round, tucking your chin and tailbone. Sway a little. Inhale, back out. Exhale, rounding, tucking, scooping the belly in. Back to your cow pose. Extended spine. Exhale and round. One more round, looking up. And exhale, round. And then back to a neutral spine, keeping your abs pulled in. We'll just look over towards the right, finding a C shape here. You can bend that left elbow, lifting onto your fingers, knuckles, getting a good stretch in your left hand. Shoulder towards that hip. Come back to your center and look left. Lifting that right hand if that feels good. Bending into that right elbow. Back to center. One more time to the right. C shape here. If you can see that. Shoulder towards your hip. And to your left. We'll do one more. That feels good. Back to your other side. Stretching your wrists, your knuckles. Back to center. Neutral spine. Define extended angle pose stretch. So extend your left leg out. Lift that right leg off the ground. Lifting your right arm. Bird dog pose. Stretching, reaching. You can do cat cows here. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, extend. If you feel a little wobbly, walk that left hand over a little more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. One more. Extending out through your spine. Exhale, crunching. Reaching out. And we'll reach out to the right. And we can bend that leg and reach out to the left. And straighten that leg out here. I had space, but I'm going to keep it bent like a hydro pose here. Reach back to the center. Exhale, open up. Bending that right elbow, left knee out to the side. Hip stays level. Back to center. Exhale, open. Inhale, out. Exhale, open. Two more. Just move at your pace. Keep pressing the mat away. Reach back out and drop that hand. Actually, we'll keep it lifted. We can reach back, bend that knee. See if you can reach for your toes. Your ankle maybe. Kick into that hammer. And straighten that leg out. Just kicking action, creating a crossbow. Draw your navel in as you look straight down, long spine. Bend that leg in, reach back out, and drop your hand. We'll drop that foot and open that right leg out, opening up for a side plank. Reach over your ear, big rainbow shape. Reaching higher over. Keep that leg, lift that leg and keep it grounded. Using all 5 fingers here, look towards the ground. As you pulse that leg in the sky, you're using the top of that right shin like a kickstand. Pulse, feeling it in your gluteus medius. You can bend that leg, find a quad stretch here, flexing your foot or point it. Opening up, reaching out again, reach that arm to the ground. Come back to your table. Shake it out at your sketch. And we'll extend the other leg out, right foot out. Lifting that leg when you're ready. Lift your left arm, bird dog here. Stretching, crossing the midline, fingertips to your right toes, left fingertips to your right toes, crossing that midline. Lifting up and out of the abs, not sinking down, but pressing that mat away. We'll exhale and round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Find that movement like you're moving through water. Purposeful movements. Using the entire body without ever leaving the floor. If you don't want to, you do a whole yoga class on your hands and knees, feet, bottom. And last one, reach up, holding, and then we can open up to the side like a spider, and kick that leg out or keep it bent, back to center, exhale, open, don't have to kick out, I didn't on the other side, if that feels good, just leave it bent or kick it out, back to center, a few more like that. Challenging yourself. And last one, reach back out, bird dog, reach behind you, bend that leg, see if you're close, and grab your toe, ankle maybe, kick into that hand. If you want to kick that leg out, with your hand stopping you, getting a good front body stretch here, right knee to your crown. And release slowly, reach back out. We'll drop our left hand, opening that left shin like a kickstand. Drop the foot and open like a rainbow. Foot to your fingertips, feel that stretch. Looking up or down. Stay here or lift that arm and leg. Twirl your wrist, your ankle. Been on that right wrist a while, you can reach out and do that. Make big circles. This is your class, your body, so just find movement when you feel like it. Pulse that right leg, feel it, little minute pulses. Getting a good outer leg action there as you press off out of that left hand. Not crunch, sinking down, but press away to reach out through your right fingertips as you press into the floor using gravity. You can bend that leg when you're ready, finding your quad stretch. Pulling that leg in, you can flex the foot or point it. Kick into that hand again, creating more of a bow. Or pull that leg in, creating more of a quad stretch. And when you're ready, slowly release it. And we'll drop that hand, dropping your knee. You can open up our knees here, sitting back into a child's pose. sit back and then drop your belly down between your knees. And drop your forehead, swaying side to side. Maybe you're not all the way down. You can tug those toes and come here. Put blocks or a pillow under your bum, your thighs to sit. Just trying to find a long spine. Dropping your chest. You can look out, chin to the floor. You can look back up and walk the hands over to the right. Dropping your head. Feel that stretch on your left side as you drop your head. Breathing, filling up those lungs still. Walk your hands back to center and then over to the other side. And just sit down on your right heel more as you lengthen out through that right hand. Looking back out, walk your hands back to center. We'll come back into a table. We'll tuck our toes under, lifting the hips, finding a down dog. Pedal out the legs. Finding your down dog. Have an injured right foot, so I'm going to baby it a little. If you notice me babying it. Pressing your chest down towards your thighs. Heels don't have to touch. They're just reaching away from the sit bones. You can wag your tail, your shoulders, your head. And we'll walk those hands back towards our feet, finding a forward fold. Bending, straightening the legs here. Bend the knees greatly. Grab your elbows and dangle your head. Yes and no. Sway side to side. Pedaling the legs. We'll find a twist here so we can walk our hands out. You can use blocks or the floor if you have a block or a big book. Bending that left elbow, left hand under your face. Right hand to the sacrum. We'll open up to the right. Just stack your shoulders here. You can reach up with that arm or reach behind you, grabbing that inner thigh. Bend and straighten that leg as you look out. Straighten both legs or keep that leg bent. Just finding your twist, pressing the floor away to reach high. Exhale, bend the knees as you bow. Inhale to look up and lengthen. Right hand under your face. Twist, bend that right leg as you twist to the left. Reaching high. Bend and straighten that right leg. And reach behind you, grabbing that inner leg or keep it on your sacrum. Reach back up and fold in half again, unwinding, dropping that head. And we'll reach out. You can reach behind you and just stand up, pressing down to reach high. Find a baby back bend here, practicing your arms. Reaching up. And release the arms, Tadasana pose. Dropping your shoulders. Bend those knees, just find your mountain pose. Feet are parallel under your sit bones. Stacking ears, shoulders, hips, and heels. Kind of parallel your feet, spread the toes. Soften those knees, sweep back up. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back up, twisting to the left. Inhale back up, drop your right hand down as you open up. Looking up, reaching higher over that ear. Cup your ear maybe. And lift back up. Extended mountain, dropping your left hand. Reaching out, stretching into the right side. Looking up, straight ahead or down maybe. Find that stretch and then reach back up. Coming back up, extending your mountain. We'll sit down into a chair pose, sitting back. And look down at your toes, make sure you see them. You can be higher or lower in your chair. And we'll bring our hands to our heart and fold in half. Inhale to look up and lengthen. Exhale and bow. Pulling on those legs, calves, thighs, or your ankles. Just feel your spine elongating, pedaling it up. And we'll walk our hands back out into a down dog. Glide forward into a plank pose. And level your hips with your shoulders. Press back to down dog. Inhale, exhale, back to your plank. Inhale, back to your down dog. Exhale to your plank. One more like that. Just practicing a pose at a time. Then lift the right leg in, finding a cheetah pose. You can plant that foot, bringing it up under your kneecap. We'll drop to that left knee, finding a low lunge. Sinking that left hip as you look out in front of you. And back out of your lunge, flexing your right toes. Turn your hips, drop your head maybe. Coming back to your lunge, looking out in front of you. And sweep those arms up. Coming out of that lunge, sinking, backing up, sinking. And open up here. Come back to center, skyward looking. Back to your twist. Back up. One more time, find your twist. And then we'll reach back up again, last one, and drop our hands. Find that low lunge. We'll step the right knee back. And tuck the toes back to down dog. Shake it out, long spine, always worrying about your spine elongating first and then your extremities. The legs can stay bent. Come back to your plank, draw that left knee in, hover and hold, and then with intention, planting that foot. If you get stuck, just bring it up. Gonna drop to that right knee, find your low crescent or low runner's lunge first, just feel it in that right hip. Sit it back, flexing your left toes, pointing. You can be higher or lower here. Just feel that the hamstring stretch. Moving back and forth. A few times, just feel it, breathe it. Maybe 3 breaths in each version. 3 breaths here, 3 breaths in that low lunge. When you're ready to come up, you can walk those hands up one at a time or sweep them up. Opening up low crescent. And then looking on the horizon, we'll open up for a twist. Sweep it back to center. Opening up. Last one. Foot and your knee are on railroad tracks here, so we're not falling over. Just walk that left foot over if you feel a little wobbly. And then we'll drop our hands again. Find that low runner's lunge. And then we'll step it back to a table. Tuck the toes, down dog. Pedal, pedal. Shaking it out. Right leg high, big split, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, straighten it, bend it, straighten it. And open up the hip to the right of your mat and bend and straighten it here. And then square the hips, draw that knee in close to your cheetah again, hover and hold, planting that foot. And we'll drop to that knee again, untuck the toes, coming back into your crescent. drop our hands, lift that back leg, drop your back foot flat, and we'll come up into a warrior one. Find your strong warrior, squaring your chest with the front of the mat. And walk that foot over again a little. Find your kind of railroad tracks with the toes. Heels can be in alignment or slightly apart. Open up your heart. Practice the arms. Reach back up. You can reach behind us, grabbing our elbows here. And hold here or clasp your fingers as you fold in half. Reaching away from the body with your arms. A little or a lot. Just find your stretch is all you have to do. You're dropping your ribs along that right leg as you find your humble warrior. You can flow here a little. Come back up. Exhale to your fold. And keep your head in line with that back heel maybe. Back up. Exhale. Back up. And last one, reaching back. Find that humble warrior again. Grab your elbows or your palms. Bending into that front leg. Just feel your stretch. And then we'll drop our hands, lift that back leg, step it, heel and step it to a plank. Knees can drop. You can find some push-ups here. Keeping that straight line, knees to your crown. As you hug your ribs, you can do one or more. Dropping all the way down when you're ready. Find your cobra. Lifting your hands maybe or keep them grounded. Smiling your collarbones, shoulders away from the ears. You can reach back. Looking down or out. Clasp those fingers and reach back. And lift the legs one at a time. Just working the entire back body here. And we'll drop our legs, hands press back up into that incline plank. Tuck the toes, down dog, pedal, pedal. Shake it out. Find your breath again. You can find cat-cows here, looking out like an extended spine. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, belly in, tucking your chin. Inhale, find that extension. And exhale, drawing the navel in. Inhale, last one. Lifting your sit bones. And then exhale, tucking the tailbone. And back to like a neutral spine. Head between your biceps. Using all 10 fingers, lift your left leg, split. Open to the left. Bend and straighten that leg here with the open hips. Or you can do this closed. Just notice when they're open, kind of stack those hips, and when they're closed, squaring them with the ground. We'll bend that knee and draw it in close as you can. Pressing the mat away with your arms. Plant that foot. We'll drop the back foot flat. Stop skipping the thing. Okay. Come on, that warrior one. Squaring your heart. Cross those wrists in the air like you're trying to be a genie. Or you can open up like practice. Reaching up, maybe the other palm in front. Bending into that front knee. Honoring your knee, your quads. Reaching behind you, either the opposite elbow or opposite pointer finger. And press away from your body. Or fold first. And then press away. Dangle your head, looking back towards that ankle. Just feeling your stretch in your shoulders, biceps. Straighten that leg here, bend it. Just finding movement when you need to, stillness when you need to. Finding good sensation, not straining too much at all. When you're ready, we'll come back up to your warrior. And we'll fold here. elbow again, ragdoll or humble warriors. And we'll come back up. We can drop our hands here if you like. Lift that back heel, stepping it back to a plank pose. Find your strong board. Toes or knees up or down again, your choice. Just knowing it's better to lower the knees and find your strength here with good form. So you just one day forget to drop those knees. Lifting your heart, your hands, reach back maybe. Look down if you want to lift those legs again, one at a time or both. Flying, soaring, Superman pose, locust pose. You can clasp those fingers. Opening your heart. Dropping your legs, your hands. Press back up into that incline. Back to your down dog. Paddle, paddle. Shake it away. And bend our knees here. Little bouncing. It's like a floating tabletop here. And hold here, bounce. And hop a little. If you want to hop. Do bigger hops if you want. I'm doing little ones today. But just hopping's good for the bones. And this is one kind of hopping I can do. When you're ready, you can hop, step, or jump forward, finding a forward fold. Pull on those legs, thighs, calves, your elbows, just hanging out, letting the breath return to normal state. We got a little ragged. Hanging out here like you're hanging out at a bar at your hip creases, just letting the spine elongate. You want to roll up and bend our knees here. Curl up, engaging the abs as we stack the vertebrae. Reaching out and up. Finding a back bend. Practice arms are straight. Reaching high, you can bring the arms behind us in our back pockets as you press the hips forward. For your back bend here. Lift back up, dropping the shoulders. Find a breath. And then reach back up. Sit back in our chairs, feet together, knees together. Feet apart, knees apart. Find that chair. And then we'll rise up. Exhale and sit. Inhale to rise. Just getting used to how far you want to sit. Lift the toes. And then come back up. Exhale, sit. Inhale to reach. A few more. Squeezing those glutes as you sit. Pressing into the mat to rise up. And last one. We'll fold in half. Inhale to monkey pose. Exhale to bow. Bend the knees. We'll step back with the left leg. Opening for a twist. Find your twisted lunge, dropping the hips. As you press the mat away, you're reaching out through that back heel and out through your right fingertips. You can reach over your ear, the sky, and make a big sweeping circle. And then we'll drop that hand. We're going to drop the back foot flat and reach out with that left arm. So you're in a side angle here. Reaching out, we can lift up into a warrior two, pressing down into the floor as you reach high. Finding a warrior, bending, straightening that right leg. Your heel to arch here, shoulders over those hips. Hands over your feet, reaching out. Strong, fierce warrior. Opening that right knee. Sitting, straightening, sitting. you. And then we'll straighten that leg. Hinging forward for a straight leg triangle. Dropping that hand. You can saw a little here, sliding down your calf. As you stack your shoulders, looking up. It's not how low you go. It's how you feel when you're opening at this left side. Right side is long as well. Opening that right leg out. Engaging this left strong leg out through the back of your heel. Breathing, reach over that ear maybe. And then close that shoulder off towards the ground. Plant your hands, lift that back heel, and step it in about a foot or so. Your heels are stacked or slightly apart. You're walking those hands out as you turn your right hip back, trying to lengthen your spine. Finding a pyramid shape with your legs. So you can shorten your stance for that pyramid. You can drop your heart. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Feeling it in that right hip. You bring that left hand in front of your foot, outside of that foot, right hand to your sacrum if you want to open up for a revolve triangle. Squeeze your inner thighs, reach that right arm high. Bend that right knee a little, back leg is strong and straight. You had a block here, you can lift up on your knuckles. Stretching, reaching, looking down or up, but keep that heart open, wherever that hand is. And we're going to drop that right hand, drop your heart again. And we'll step that left foot back, coming into your lunge, step it back into a plank. Find your strong plank, and drop down, little chaturanga push-ups, knees dropping. When you're ready, find your cobra, lifted cobra maybe. Find your awesome stretch. Shoulders still away from the ears, they're not hunching up, but down your back. And then drop back down, press back to your incline, back to your plank. Shake out the head. Lifting your left leg when you're ready. Big split in the sky. Bend your knee. Draw it in close. Plant that foot. We'll open up for the twisted lunge here. Stacking those shoulders, trying to keep your hips low as you bend into that front knee. Strong back leg as you open up, reaching. Make those sweeping motions again. And reach out over your ear, the sky behind you. And then we'll drop that hand outside of your foot, dropping your back foot flat as you open up, side angle pose. Opening, getting ready to press up, pressing down into that front foot to lift with control. Bending, straightening, warrior two. Looking at your feet, heel to arch. This right hip is closing in, left hip is open. You're pressing out through that right heel, pinky edge, knife edge of that foot. Just getting used to bending that knee. Eventually it'll come over your ankle. But you can keep bending and straightening it. See how far it wants to hinge. Twirl those wrists. This is a good pose if you have some weights. What's it called? Yoga. Sculpt strength. Turn your wrists, hold in those weights. Do bicep curls. Twirl. And do this kind of action. Something to do while you're finding your warrior. Strong warrior legs, strong warrior arms. When you're ready, lift that palm, sweep the sky. Reaching as you sink, keeping the bend in that knee. You can reach for your inner ankle. You can reach for that back calf lightly. Enjoying the breeze. Reaching, bending. And we'll come back to warrior. Straighten out that leg. And heel toe your feet in a little to shorten your stance as you lengthen out for triangle pose. You bring your right hand to your sacrum as you reach out, hinging at that left hip, long sideways. As you reach that arm towards your calf, remember it can be higher or lower. And reach the right arm up, stacking those shoulders, wrists, or reach out over your ear. Look up and just find a stretch, reaching as you press down into that mat. Lots of variations for your triangles. You're making that triangle shape between your legs and the mat, and your arm and your body, unless you want to suspend your angle. Breathing, find your strength. 90-degree angle, beach ball here for your triangle. And then we'll drop that right arm. Straddle your foot, lift that back leg, and we'll step it in, or you can step that left foot back, just shortening your pyramid shape. Making a pyramid shape as you turn your hips to the left. Lengthening your spine out long. Both sides from your hip. You can bring your hands here and just feel your long spine as you drop your heart. Inhale, looking up like a monkey pose. Exhale and drop. Pelvis towards that thigh. You're turning your hips to the left. This is a very intense pose on that IT band. So just finding your posture. You can be upright on a block or chair here. Settling, just letting that front knee bend. Back leg is straight. So you can bend it, straighten it. Where you're ready, if you want that twist, look up and lengthen. Right hand in front of that foot. Left hand to your sacrum as you twist open. Need a little more leverage. Just bring it to the outside of that foot. Knuckles block the floor as you open up. And just stack your shoulders wherever you are in your revolve triangle pose. Squeezing those inner thighs. Trying to keep those hips level. Pressing down through that back foot. Front knee can have a bend in it. Back leg is straight. When you're ready, bend that left knee. Come back to your pyramid, and then we'll walk our hands towards the side edge of your mat, looking out like a wide-legged tabletop. Feet are parallel or slightly pigeon-toed. We'll exhale and bow. Inhale, find that length. Exhale and bow. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and bow. You can reach for your thighs, your calves, your heels. Bend one knee at a time. Bend both knees as you fold in half. Use those arms. You can find a twist here. Left hand under your face, right hand to that sacrum, twisting at your navel, keeping those hips squared so you can bend that left knee again like we did with our feet together. Find that twist. Drop that hand. Left hand to your sacrum, pressing the mat away. Reach high. Dropping that hand. Find your forward fold again if you like ragdoll here. Or reach your arms up again, clasping your fingers. Bending, straightening, bending, straightening. Just notice where your body hinges, where it opens. Finding the natural bend at your joints. When you're ready, we can find a side lunge so those left toes can go out as you walk your hands over. Flex your right foot. Drop that left foot using that right hand as your kickstand. Left hand to your heart. Prayer. Just find that stretch on your right inner thigh and hamstrings as you flex that right foot. And we'll lift up and walk over to the other side. Right toes out, left toes flex. You can be on those right toes. not on this foot for me. So flatten it. I could use that left hand as my kickstand. Both hands at your heart or reach out, pressing that right knee open. Catching a breeze. Make it your posture. Always find, if you're regular, flexing those toes, finding your Skandasana. And then we use our hands, lift back up, bringing the heels in, toes are out as you walk your hands up. And find a star pose. Bend your knees. We can find a gliding motion here. This is another good place if you had weights to use. I like to go in and out, just kind of like you're turning your arms inside out. And stay with one direction, or come back to center and turn it inside out. Palms go up, palms go down. I had 2-pound weights, but I could not find them. So you can stay low, finding your goddess squat. You can make those goddess arms like a genie here as you sit, switching out which wrist you're interlacing, or which wrist is in front. And we'll rise up, giving ourselves a big hug here. And heel toe those feet in, or just step them in. Marching it out, holding your shoulder blades, shoulders. We'll find a balancing series here. Palms together as you sit down. Press your hands away, feeling that stretch in the back of your neck. Staying here, you can lift that right leg high and over. Sitting, breathing. Flex that foot as you sit. You can drop your elbows towards your knees or lift those elbows high. And then we'll reach that leg up. Then reach it back, finding your airplane. Come forward, bowing your chest as you reach up with the arms and legs. Feeling that spinal extension again like we did with the bird dog. And breathe both arms out or keep them to the side. Just kick the plant off this back. Find your airplane. You can find your hands to the floor, extending that leg up, dropping your heart. And when you're ready, bend your knee, hold it in close to your belly, and then rise back up. Just challenging yourself here, dropping that foot when you're ready, pedal it out. For eagle on this side, open up, left arm under, give yourself a big hug. Sit in that chair, left leg high and over, crossing, squeezing, tapping down like a kickstand. You can cross your wrists or keep holding your shoulders. And tuck those toes behind as you lift your elbows, or use your toes like a kickstand, or keep that foot squeezing your inner thighs, squeezing, you're hugging the major lip glands of the body. Breathing, balancing when you're ready, and open up, holding like a staff. Bring that leg behind you, finding an airplane. Come forward little, find your balance, lifting your heart as you reach out like an airplane. Scared I want to keep that plant behind me. Keep soaring, reaching, breathing. Use your wall back there if you like to get that leg a little higher. Keep balancing as long as you want. And then drop your hands. Find that split action with your legs. You can lift your head, drop it, lift it, drop it. Big breath, shake out the head. And then we'll bring that knee in, coming all the way up. Use your core to lift up. Take your time, lifting that leg, staff pose. And then we release. Finding Tadasana, dropping your shoulders. Big breath. And then we'll come down to the ground where we started. Finding your long edge of the mat here. You can hold onto your legs, reaching out. We can find a boat pose, lifting one leg at a time. Holding onto the legs, calves, or reach out. Straighten the legs. You can keep your hands planted to find those straight legs. And have the hands behind you. Just find your boat pose. You can hold on to the legs. Boat. It's a great pose to do. You can row your boat. Hands to one side, feet to the other. As you switch side to side. Exhale, twisting. Moving right to left. Find that your twist in at your navel. Few more. And when you're done, come back to your center, boat pose, drop those feet. You can reach out in front, tuck your chin, and drop your sacrum. And then each vertebra drops one at a time, finding your mat, spine long on the mat. You can open up those knees, finding a cobra or a cobbler, excuse me. Big breath out. And then we'll bring our knees up. We're going to tickle our heels here. Knees over our ankles. We'll find some flowing bridges. So peel your tailbone up in the air as you lift your heart towards your chest, towards your chin. Exhale to drop your spine, vertebra by vertebra, tailbone last. Heel it back up. Do 5 of these, just moving at your pace, dropping your spine, heeling it back up. Exhale down. You're not letting your knees splay open, but pressing those feet into the mat, all 4 corners of your feet. Lifting, lowering. When you're ready, you can hold at the top. Walking your shoulder blades under. You can clasp your fingers as you press into the floor, not turning your head here, just looking straight up towards the sky or your room, your ceiling. You can lift a heel at a time to see what that feels like. If you want to lift a leg at a time, just explore if you're stable with one foot on the ground, one foot lifted, challenging yourself, lifting up again, chest towards your chin. And then we'll lift both heels, lift both arms over the head, and drop your spine again, finding that reclining cobbler, knees out, feet together. Shake out the head. Breathing. And then we'll lift our knees again. We'll draw the right knee in, extending that left leg. You can lift up, pointing the toes. Sorry about that. You can lift your head, squeeze the other knee in, pointing, flexing. And then we'll bring both knees in, giving them a hug. We can open up, happy baby, reaching for our feet as we rock side to side. Happy baby. You can reach behind the calves if that feels okay. Keep opening your shins like goalposts. You can reach the legs up. Just letting them drain. Whirling your ankles. Reach over your head as you do this. Just finding your inversion, staying here. Or if you want to bring those elbows in close and lift your hips up over your feet, up over your head, hips over the heart as you walk those shoulder blades in. Bring your hands up that lower back and lift a leg at a time. It is optional. Trying to bring your feet over the hips, over your shoulders. You can cobbler or have long legs here. Or you can stay with in your plow or with your legs up the wall is a great thing to do. Imaginary wall or a real wall if you want to come to a wall and hang out for 5-10 minutes. However long you want to stay here, you can come into Shavasana here, arms out beside your body, and just release. any lingering tension you have in the body, just letting it drain. You want to come into a full Shavasana with legs on the floor with me, and open up those arms and just bend the knees and drop them to the right to kind of seal your practice with a twist, looking away from your knees. Knees back up and drop them to the other side, reaching out, looking, stretching. Feel that stretch. Knees, hips to your fingertips. And then bring those knees back in, and we'll extend them one at a time out to the sides of our mat. Arms out, shoulder blades are flat on the floor as your heart is lifted, palms are lifted. Just shake that head out, letting it land where it lands. Closing your eyes, letting them be heavy. Yourselves for your practice today. I thank you for being here. Just knowing you did a little or a lot. Every day is different. Just trying again tomorrow, finding movement, finding a deeper breath. If you didn't do nothing but stay here and breathe fully. Doing yoga, finding new energy, finding new space in your body, finding new depth. Until we meet again, namaste. Namaste, which means the light in me honors and sees the light in each of you.